Okay, bonjour class. Let's get ready to start our French 2A Unit 2 test review. Alright, first up we've got multiple choice. What we need to do here is choose the best answer to complete the sentence or answer the question. So for example, we have La malade ouvre. Is it l'oreille, B la bouche, C le ventre, or D le nez? If you said B la bouche, you would be correct. Okay, part 2 is matching. What you need to do here in this section, you need to match each question with a logical answer. So, first up for our examples, we have Qui t'a dit de prendre ces médicaments? Qui t'a vendu ces médicaments? And qui est-ce que le médecin examine? Is it A, and we're matching it up with A, la pharmacienne, B, le médecin, and C, les maladies. So to match these up here, the first one, qui t'a dit de prendre ces médicaments? Who tells you to take these medicines? Well, obviously it is the doctor, le médecin. Okay. Number 2, qui t'a vendu ces médicaments? Who sells you these medicines? It is the pharmacist. Okay, so this one right there. And qui est-ce que les médecins examinent? And it is the maladie, it's the sick people. Okay, part 3, we're going to have indirect and object pronouns. Or excuse me, just indirect object pronouns. What you need to do here is complete the sentence with the correct indirect object pronoun. So, for example, qu'est-ce que tu as acheté pour Vanessa pour son anniversaire? Je ne veux pas blank acheter la même chose. Okay, is it A, Louis, B, leur, C, leur, or D, me? If you said A, lui, you would be correct. So the reason Louis here is because we're talking about Vanessa, one person, so I don't want to buy her the same thing. Alright, part 4 will have the verb souffrir or ouvrir. What you need to do here is pick the correct conjugation of souffrir and ouvrir. Make sure that your sentence makes sense before you complete conjugating here. And also remember that souffrir and ouvrir, even though they are both IR verbs, they follow the ER verb pattern. So our example here, mes frères ont la grippe, ils blanquent beaucoup. Would it be A, souffre, B, souffre, C, ouvre, or D, ouvre? Now when we read through our question, my brothers have the flu. They are suffering a lot. So if you said B, you would be correct. Part 5, vocabulary. You need to choose the best answer following the vocabulary terms. So, for our example here, we have to cough. Is it A, enrhumé, B, éternuer, C, avaler, or D, tousser? If you said D, tousser, you would be correct. Part 6, the imperative. What you need to do here is pick the correct conjugated form of the verb that is in parentheses. So, for example, Julien blank la bouche, s'il te plaît, and you need to use ouvrir. So, would it be A, ouvre, B, ouvrir, C, ouvre, or D, ouvrir? If you said C, ouvre, you would be correct. Now remember, we're speaking to Julien, and we're asking command form, but because we follow the ER verb pattern, we need to choose C. That is our only option here for this conjugation. Part 7, pronouns. What we need to do here is complete the sentence with the appropriate pronoun. For example, tu achètes ton journal U. And then, je blank achète au kiosque. So is it A, le, B, les, C, la, D, l'apostrophe, or E, en? So you're asking where you buy your newspaper where? So I buy it at a kiosk. So here our correct answer is, if you said it, D, l'apostrophe. Why is it l'apostrophe? Well, normally it would be A, le, because newspaper is masculine, ton journal, but because achète starts with a vowel, we have to use L'apostrophe because of our double vowel rule. Part 8, vrai or faux. If you believe the answer is vrai, you're going to use A for your answer sheet, and if you believe it is faux, you'll use letter B. So, for example, here our sentence: En France, si on est malade le week-end, on peut appeler le SOS médecin. If you said A, vrai, you would be correct. So in France, if you're sick on the weekend, you can call the SOS médecin, the SOS doctors. Part 9 is our reading comprehension part. You'll need to read a short conversation and answer the 7 questions based off the sentence, off the conversation, using complete sentences. Make sure that you answer using complete sentences. That is important. Part 10, here's our culture questions. Number 1, who are the SOS médecins? The SOS médecins are the house call doctors that you can call on the weekend if you are sick, and they'll come to your house. Number 2, what French system reimburses for medical bills? The system is la sécurité sociale, or Social Security as we would call it here. Number 3, what percentage of medical bills are reimbursed? 80 to 100% of medical bills are reimbursed. Number 4, what does j'ai mal au foie mean? It literally means my liver hurts, but we don't know it as meaning as that. The real translation should be my tummy hurts. Number 5, describe the 2 symbols for pharmacies in France. If you remember, one of our symbols is the neon green cross that's lit up, and the other symbol is the serpent and the Sadducee. Number 6, name one popular medical research center in France. If you recall, we talked about the Institut Pasteur as being a very famous medical research center in France. Number 7, who isolated the AIDS virus? If you recall from our reading, it was Dr. Montagnier who first isolated the AIDS virus, and he worked for the Institut Pasteur. So to spell his name, Dr. and then Montagnier. And number 8, name 2 differences between French and American healthcare. One difference is that healthcare is free. It's paid for by your taxes in France. Another difference is that it is Social Security that reimburses for your medical bills. Another difference is that house call doctors are quite frequent. It's quite normal. And another difference is the French often talk about allergies for reasons of why they are sick, whereas here we talk about having a small cold instead of being, not so much about allergies. Okay, and last but not least is part 11, our verb conjugations. You will need to choose 5 of the following verbs to conjugate. So just a total of 5. You can choose from the present tense. We have ouvrir, souffrir, faire, and aller. And from the imperative tense, we have ouvrir, manger, regarder, and aller. So choose a total of those verbs. Okay, that's it for our test review. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, and I'll help you out. Bonne chance!